weren't even recording. Wow. Okay. Chapter 20, number 12. And the Lord said to Moses and Aaron, because you do not believe in me to uphold me as the holy in your eyes of the people of Israel, therefore you should not bring this assembly to the Lord that I have given them. Because there are water. So they missed out on their own blessing. They missed out on the blessing that the Lord had for them. Dang. So this makes me wonder. Hold on. Like a lot of people say our lives are already planned out. Are they? Is it planned out? Because the Lord, He gave them this land. He planned to give them this land. But because they didn't believe in Him, He took it away. He said, okay, well, you won't inherit the kingdom. You won't go into this promised land. So is it already planned, or do we have free will? Which I know. Free will, they say, they compare free will to the devil, like the devil wanted free will. But free will is also choosing the Lord. We have to remember that. Because some people choose the Lord because they're scared. Some people choose the Lord because they love Him. Just like some people choose drugs because they love that feeling, or, whatever. That's their free will. But choosing the Lord is also, could also be a form of free will. Which is something I would have to explore deeper before, That's just an idea. So these are the waters of Meribah, where the people of Israel quarreled. Meribah means, quarreling, okay. With the Lord. And through them, He showed Himself holy. Edom refuses passage. Moses sent messengers from Kadesh to the king of Edom. Thus says your brother Israel, you know all the hardship that we have met. How our fathers went down to Egypt, and we lived in Egypt a long time, and the Egyptians dealt harshly with us and our fathers. So now somebody's remembering. Now somebody's remembering what slavery was really like. Sometimes when you're in the moment, you only remember the good. Just how, I always compare stuff to relationships, but just how you get into a relationship with somebody and it's good, but then things get a little sour. And then y'all break up, and then you start to think about all the good stuff. And you're like, dang, did I make a mistake? No, you didn't make a mistake. There was good. But baby, remember that bad. Okay? Remember that bad. Remember why you walked away. Remember why you walked away, child. That's a word right there. That is a word. Remember. Oh, my pen. Dang, my pen. Oh, dang. Don't only remember the good. That's wild. Alright. And we cried out to the Lord, and He heard our voice. We cried out to the Lord. Dang. We cried to the Lord, and I'm going to keep on using relationships. We cried to the Lord. Lord, please give me about this situation. Lord, please change my heart. Lord, please change my desires. Lord, please, Lord, please, Lord, please. And then He do it, and we're like, hold on. I don't like this one. I'd rather go back to what I had. He heard our voice and sent an angel. Oh, He sent an angel, Lord Jesus. And brought us out of Egypt. Here we are in Kadesh, a city on the edge of your territory. Please let us go past through your land. We will not go through field or vineyard or drink from the well. We will go along the king's highway. We will not turn aside to the right hand or to the left until we have passed through your territory. But Edom said to him, you should not pass through, lest I come out with you with a sword against you. And the Lord and the people of Israel said to him, we will go up by the highway, and if we drink of our water, I and my livestock, then I will pay for it. Let me only pass through on foot, nothing more. But he said, you should not pass through. And Edom came out against them with a large army and with a strong force. Thus Edom refused to give Israel passage through his territory. So Israel turned away from him. The death of Aaron. Aaron about to die? And they journeyed from Kadesh, and the people of Israel, the whole congregation, came to the Mount Hor. And the Lord said to Moses and Aaron at Mount Hor, on the border of the land of Edom, let Aaron be gathered to his people, for he shall not enter the land. Dang. For he shall not enter the land that I have given to the people of Israel, because you rebelled against my command at the waters of Meribah. What did you do? What did he do? Did I miss something? Clearly. Is he talking about what we just read in chapter 20? Or is he talking about when Miriam went up against Aaron? When Miriam and Aaron went up against Moses. I don't understand what he did. I'm gonna have to look deep into that. I really want to know. I'm gonna have to look into that. Let Aaron be gathered. Take Aaron and Eleazar, his son, and bring them up to Mount Hor, and strip Aaron of his garments and put them on Eleazar. Dang, this is getting deep. His son, and Aaron shall be gathered to his people and shall die there. Jesus. Moses did as the Lord commanded. Dang, this gotta be hard. And they went up Mount Hor in the sight of all the congregation. And Moses stripped Aaron of all his garments and put them on Eleazar his son. And Aaron died there on the top of the mountain. Then Moses and Eleazar came down from the mountain. When all the congregation saw that Aaron had perished, all the house of Israel wept for Aaron 30 days. Arad destroyed. The Lord is... A lot of stuff is happening. Oh, this is real juicy. When the Canaanite, the king of Arad, who lived in Negeb, heard that Israel was coming by the way of Artharim, he fought against Israel and took some of them captive. And Israel vowed a vow to the Lord and said, if you will indeed give this people into my hand, then I would devote their cities to destruction. And the Lord heeded the voice of Israel and gave over the Canaanites, and they devoted them and their cities to destruction. I feel like I'm saying that wrong. So the name of the place was Hormah, which means set apart, as an offering to the Lord for destruction. Dang. The bronze serpent. From Mount Hor, they set out by the way to the Red Sea to go around the land of Edom. The people became impatient on the way, and the people spoke against God and against Moses. Why have you brought us up out of the land of Egypt to die in the wilderness? These people about to perish too. Y'all ain't got to... Let me stop judging, because the way I judge them is the way I should be judging myself. Myself. We don't get tired of doing things that have the same consequence. It has the same consequence. Every time they question Moses, like, why did you, we were doing better in Egypt. Why did you bring us here? The Lord like, okay. All right, cool. For there is no food and there is no water. We loathe this worthless food. Then the Lord sent fiery serpents among the people. Like, I didn't know that was coming. And they bit the people so that many of Israel died. Many people of Israel died. Like I just said. Let me speak to myself real quick. I already know the consequence. Who knew? I already know the consequence of certain actions based on past experiences. And I ain't gonna lie, like I really do have to give myself credit, because I am not who I used to be, child. I am not who I used to be. Because old me, baby, what? I would have been did this, I would have been did that. But I'm being much more reluctant, much more, having much more discernment, thinking about my actions before I take them. And parts of me, you know, sometimes I want something, but I just don't do it. I just don't do it. They all thanks to the Lord, though, because baby, I'm telling you, I couldn't have did it without him. I couldn't have did it without him. So we already know what that was gonna. We already knew that was gonna happen. And the people came to Moses and said, "We have sinned, for we have spoken against the Lord and against you. Pray to the Lord that he take away the serpents from us." Wow. And then you go pray to him after you just denied him. How many times in my life have I done this? Father, I'm so sorry. Please change my heart from having this complaining, yearning spirit that the Israelites had. We are the Israelites. We are just like them. There's no difference. We do the same thing, and then we get in this book and be like, how did they? It's like, well, they did what you did. Dang, that's something. So Moses prayed for the people. And the Lord said to Moses, "Make a fiery serpent and set it on a pole, and everyone who is bitten, when he sees it, shall live." Dang. So Moses said, the Lord always comes through. So Moses made a bronze serpent and set it on a pole, and if the serpent bit anyone, they would look at the bronze serpent and live. The song of the well. And the people of Israel set out and camped in Aboth. And they set out from Aboth, camped at Ir-Abraham in the wilderness that is opposite of Moab, toward the sunrise. From there they set out and camped in the valley of Zered. From there they set out and camped on the other side of Arnon, which is the wilderness that extends from the border of the Amorites. For the Arnon, am I saying it right? I think that's an R and an N, is the border of Moab, between Moab and the Amorites. Therefore, it is said in the book of the wars of the Lord. What's that? Waheb and Suphah, in the valleys of Arnon, the slope of the valleys that extends to the seat of Ar, that leads to the border of Moab, and from there they continue to Beer. What does that mean? To be set apart? Oh no, that means well. Okay. That is the well of which the Lord said to Moses, "Gather the people together so that I may give them water." Then Israel sang this song. Spring up, O well, sing up, O well, sing to it. Spring up, O well, sing to it. I wouldn't even know how to. The well that the princes made, that the nobles of the people dug, with a scepter and with their staves. And from the wilderness they went on to Matana, from the Matana to Naniel. What? From the Matana to Nahalel, and from Nahalel to Bamath, and from Bamath to the valley lying in the region of Moab, by the top Pisgah, that looks down on the desert. That was a tongue twister. King Shion defeated. 21. Chapter 21, verse 21. Then Israel sent messages to Sihon, king of the Amorites, saying, "Let me pass through your land. We will not turn aside into the field or the vineyard. We will not drink the water of the well. We will go by the king's highway until we have passed through your territory." But Sihon would not allow Israel to pass through his territory. He gathered all his people together and went out against Israel to the wilderness and came to Jahaz and fought against Israel. And Israel defeated him with the edge of the sword and took possession of his land. Wow, all he had to do was just let him pass through. That's all they wanted, to pass through. But that's another word. Whatever it is that is blocking the Lord's promise from being, fulfilled, it's gonna get out the way. It's gonna get out the way. It has no other choice. If something blocks the Lord, it's gonna be defeated. Period. Okay. Was strong, and Israel took all these cities, and Israel settled in all the cities of the Amorites. So they overtook their enemies in Heshbon and in all its villages. For Heshbon was the city of Sihon, the king of the Amorites, who had fought against the former king of Moab, and take all his land out of his hand, as far as the Arnon. And for the Ballad singers say, "Come to Heshbon, let it be built. Let the city of Sihon be established. For the fire came from Heshbon, flame from the city of Sihon. A devoted Ar of Moab, and swallowed the heights of Aaron. Woe to you, O Moab, you are undone. O people of Shamash, he has made his sons fugitives and his daughters captives to an Amorite king Sihon. So we overthrew them. Heshbon as far as Dibon perished, and we lay waste as far as Naphath. Fire spread as far as Medeba. I'm starting to get tired. Okay. King Og defeated. Thus Israel lived in the land of the Amorites, and Moses sent to spy out Jazer, and they captured his villages and disposed the Amorites who were there. Then they turned and went up by the way of Bashan, and Og, the king of Bashan, came out against them, and he and all his people to battle Edrei. But the Lord said to Moses, "Do not fear him, for I have given him into your hand." It was already done. It was already done. Therefore, we shouldn't fear. I shouldn't fear that, whatever I said my fears was. I shouldn't fear that. The battle's already won. All his people and all his land. And you shall do to him as you do to Sihon, king of Amorites, who lived in Heshbon. So they defeated him and his sons and all his people until they had no survivor left, and they possessed his land. Balak summons Balaam. Then the people of Israel sent out and camped in the plains of Moab. Beyond the Jordan, Jericho. And Balak the son of Zippor saw all that Israel had done to the Amorites, and Moab was in great dread of the people, because they were many. Moab was overcome Moab was overcome with fear of the people of Israel. And Moab said to the elders of Midian, "This horde will now lick up all that is around us, as the ox licks up the grass of the field." So Balak, the son of Zippor, who was king of Moab at the time, sent messengers to Balaam, the son of Beor and Pethor, which is near the river in the land of the people of Ammah, to call him, saying, "Behold, a people has come out of Egypt. They cover the face of the earth, and they are dwelling opposite me. Come now, curse this people for me, since they are too mighty for me. Perhaps I shall be able to defeat them and drive them from the land." Wow. Wow. For I know that he whom you bless is blessed, and he whom is cursed is cursed. That's pretty good. I'm getting a little sleepy. Okay. I'm getting a little sleepy. Hold on. What is happening? So the elders of Moab and the elders of Midian departed with the feast of divination in their hand. And they came to Balaam and gave him Balak's message. And what's crazy is when I read the title of this chapter, I knew it was going to be something wicked. Talking about he summoned something. So the princes of Moab stayed with Balaam. Oh wait, sorry. And he said to them, "Lodge here tonight. I will bring back to you a word as the Lord speaks to me." So the princes of Moab stayed with Balaam. And the Lord came to Balaam and said, "Who are these men with you?" And Balaam said to God. Why did he call him? Why did it say Balaam said to God? Because this whole time it's been saying the Lord. Yeah, I want to know why. Balak the son of Zippor, king of Moab, has sent to me, saying, "Behold, a people has come out of Egypt, and it covers the face of the earth." Sorry, I'm dehydrated. My throat is really... Now come curse them for me. Perhaps I shall be able to fight against them and drive them out. God said to Balaam, "You should not go with them. You should not curse the people, for they will be blessed. For they are blessed." So Balaam rose in the morning and said to the prince of Balak, "Go to your own land, for the Lord has refused to let me go with you." So the princes of Moab rose and went to Balak and said, "Balak refuses to come with us." That's not what he said. He said, "The Lord would not let me to go." Ain't that funny how your haters be changing up what you said? Once again, Balak sent princes more in number and more honorable than these. And they came to Balaam and said to him, "Thus says Balak the son of Zippor, let nothing hinder you from coming to me, for I will surely do to you great honor, and whatever you say to me I will do. Come, curse this people for me." But Balaam answered and said to the servants of Balak, "Though Balak were to give me his house full of silver and gold, I will not go beyond the command of the Lord my God to do less or more." That's real. That's good. I will not go beyond. I'm glad I did this Bible study. It got me feeling better. So you too, please stay here tonight, that I may know what more the Lord will say to me. And God came to Balaam at night and said to him, "If the men who have come to you call, rise and go with them, but only do what I tell you." So Balaam rose in the morning and saddled his donkey and went with the princes of Moab, Balaam's donkey and the angel. But God's anger was kindled because he went. And the angel said to the Lord, hold on. Huh? Who's he? Okay. I'm confused. Because why did the Lord get angry? Oh, my arm hurts. Whew. Alright. But God's anger was kindled because he went, and the angel of the Lord took his stand in the way of his adversary. Now he was riding on the donkey, and his 2 servants were with him. The donkey saw the angel of the Lord standing in the road, and with a drawn sword in his hand. Dang, the donkey turned. Wow. The donkey saw it and went into the field, and Balaam struck the donkey, dang, to turn her into the road. Dang. She trying to protect you, my boy. Then the angel of the Lord stood in a narrow path between the night. Let me write this. So the Lord got them protected. I wonder how many times the Lord has protected me for something. How many times has he sent his angels to come and protect me and fight for me? Because baby, Balaam struck the donkey. Then the angel of the Lord stood in a narrow path between the vineyards, with the wall on either side. When the donkey saw the angel of the Lord, she pushed against the wall and pressed. Period, sis. She pressed Balaam's foot against the wall, so he struck her again. Then the angel of the Lord went ahead and stood in a narrow place, where there was no way to turn, either to the right or to the left. When the donkey saw the angel of the Lord, she lay down under Balaam, and Balaam's anger was kindled. He struck the donkey with his staff. Then the Lord opened the mouth of the donkey, and she said to Balaam, "Dang, what have I done to you that you struck me these 3 times?" And Balaam said to the donkey, "Because you have made a fool of me, pride. I wish I had a sword in my hand, then I would kill you." Dang. The donkey said to Balaam, Am I not the donkey? Am I not your donkey on which you have ridden all your life? Dang. So the donkey like, hold on. I had your back all this time. Are we still going? I had your back all this time, and you gonna turn on me now? Because you're not getting what you want? Dang, because of your pride. Okay. Is it my habit to treat you this way? He said, no. Then the Lord opened the eyes of Balaam, and he saw the angel of the Lord standing in the way, with his drawn sword in his hand. He bowed down and fell on his face, and the angel of the Lord said to him, Why have you struck your donkey these 3 times? Behold, I have come out to oppose you, because your way is perverse, which means reckless, before me. The donkey saw me and turned aside before me these 3 times. Dang. If she had not turned aside from me, surely just now I would have killed you and let her live. Period. Then Balaam, first of all, I didn't know angels talked like this. I didn't even know they talked, to be honest. I just gotta keep it a buck. Then Balaam said to the Lord, I have sinned. Balaam said to the angel of the Lord, I have sinned, for I did not know